Hey YouTube, I am back. This is T Haven. I'm coming back because I saw a video that kind of got to me emotionally. I've been watching a YouTuber, Walter Hampton, and he is so an awesome YouTuber to me. He's old school. He's up in age. He's been on YouTube for years. He got the game down pat. He has made good use, to me, in my eyesight and in my understanding, he's made good use of wisdom, his wisdom that he carries, and he's somebody that I could watch every day, all day. Although we may have differences in religion, love God and all that, he will let you know I'm not with all of that, but wholeheartedly, if I could take advice from him, absolutely, to me, so full of wisdom. I want to give props out to you, Walter, for how you've handled the situation dealing with your partner, Earl. This is a shout out to you. This is an encouragement video to you as well. You do not know me. I came on board to you probably the end of 2024, I think. I even went and found you on Twitter because I just thought, man, this is somebody that can give you some knowledge, some wisdom on how to move, on how to get money when you're lacking, right? So anyway, I wanted to give a shout out to you just because I understand what you're going through with Earl. So funny, my dad's name, right? And maybe that's why I can relate to you. So he had the same issue, my father, which was my best friend. I talk a lot about a lot of family issues, but many do not know this was my best friend. They say girls are, our daddies are girls' best friends, and mamas are boys' best friends, right? It just kind of connects like that. Not just intentionally, but it just seemed like it's just set up like that. But you just hear men, they have girls, they tend to just spoil them, right? But they don't tend to spoil their boys. They may have mercy on them, but they're not going to really spoil them like that. But anyway, big ups to you. I understand you taking your trip. You are overwhelmed, you are bombarded, you need to breathe. That's most important, is breathing. Stand still, breathing. Do not let this overtake you, right? If I could encourage you, my father, same thing. His last days, he knew alcohol was not his best friend, but it was something that he just could not seem to overcome. And I have other family members that are currently right now very close to me that I'm watching, okay? These are mine, okay? And I'm watching them because this tends to be a family issue. It seems to pass down. You can break that habit. You don't have to take it on, but just in case, if this is a battle of yours, I would strongly recommend you take a second look. My father in his last days ended up with a brain tumor, and I know he did not expect it to happen. And it came out of nowhere. People think that brain tumors, it had to have grown and it just got bigger. No, it can pop up on you and take you up out of here in less than 6 months. And when I tell you that's exactly what happened to my father, it exactly went down just like that. I remember him going to the hospital June, July. We need to have surgery. He was out of here in August, okay? Y'all don't be playing with this alcohol. It messes with your liver. It can have swelling on the brain. You going to sleep. You thinking you laying down on this stuff. This stuff is hard on your body. Do you understand? Please seek out some help. Talk to a nurse and find out what does alcohol really do to you. Get some knowledge about what it is that you're putting in your body. It's no different than a person that smoke, okay? The lungs can only handle but so much, and eventually they're going to collapse and give out. It's like, okay, you want to breathe oxygen, but you're breathing something along with oxygen. Your lungs are black. I don't know how much more you think the body can handle. The body is fragile, okay? And I don't mean to go on a rant or start fussing, but please hear me when I say, Walter, my dad left out of here, and my first trip was to Florida, to be exact. gave me permission and said, when you gonna get out of here? And I said, well, I've been trying to get out of here. You just haven't had a lot of things. And he said, what's holding you back? And once he helped me to understand, I'm getting out of here, don't worry about me, you go on with your life. I knew I had to go on with my life. I've not had it easy because I'm the baby girl of 5, okay? And it's been really shown up hard to understand that this man is no longer here. And this was the person I got my advice from. This was the person that encouraged me and said, whatever job I wanted is yours. This was his conversations to me. I can remember so vivid. It wasn't nothing that I couldn't have, is what he told me. And he told me the truth. And it was like, I don't know if you're a prophet. I don't know. You know, this was somebody that just said, what you waiting on? What you doing? Why you prolonging? Why you hesitating? What's the procrastination? You know, he just always kept it real. He just, you know, he just kept it real. October people. So, and I just wanted to say, go ahead, get some sunlight. Let the sun beam down on your body. Release. Cry it out. If you've all cried out, that's, hey, you're going to cry some more. But just know it is a part of life. Crying ain't bad. It feels horrible. But once you start releasing, and when you get over that part of it, then you get to there's another phase of it. And that's knowing what all this person gave to you in your lifetime. And we all gonna meet this day, right? Some of us a little sooner than the others, but it was because of my father leaving out here so early. It taught me, you know, get yourself together, get your body together. You ain't got forever on this earth. And I don't know what a lot of us think, but we think we have forever on this earth, and you don't. You do not. And that was the best example that I could use for my life. It's just something that I just look back and say, man, we really don't have it forever. It just feel like we do. Because you've been living so long and you're like, I got so much more life to live. You do. But you don't have forever. Okay? I just wanted to say, Walter, be lifted up. I'm encouraging you to keep going. Of course, I know you will. You're very strong. You're doing so good teaching others. If you could become an advocate for people staying away from alcohol. I like when YouTubers give us the real. I like when they give us story times. I like when people give us what they've experienced one-on-one per se. My father went into the VA, had surgery, came out of the surgery so well in ICU, critical condition, but he came out and his very words to me was, if I could just get to the church house and give God thanks for bringing me through this surgery. And he said, if I could just give God thanks. He said, God didn't have to do this for me. He said, I know God didn't have to do this for me. Now, a couple years before that age that I was in my early 30s, he had already said, get yourself together because I'm not going to be here forever. I need you to get yourself together, and I need you to know that Daddy's not going to be here forever. And I looked at him and I stood back because I didn't understand at that time, in my late 20s. At that time, I did not understand. But God only gave us maybe 5 more years after that conversation. And we were standing on the edge of the steps and going down to the kitchen. And I remember him saying that. He looked at me and gave me a serious look. You hear me? And after that, the 5 years, next thing you know, this sickness came up on him. This tumor showed up and he was falling. And he could not hold himself up. That part of the brain that told his body to keep moving, that controlled the activity of his body, that part of his body was shutting down, okay? Y'all be warned. Keep your eyes open. You ain't got to go with the in crowd. Y'all know we learned this in school, early on in age. Do you really know what this alcohol is doing to your body? It could cause an organ to shut down. And people be like, well, I could just get a transplant. You ain't guaranteed to get no transplant. Do you hear me? You ain't guaranteed to get that. You don't know if you're gonna make it to even be able to see it. What if you not get the right doctor? It's always things that could happen, so don't take life for granted like that. And don't you want to live? I love to travel. I'm like Walter. I like to hit it. I got so many places I want to go. Even after getting on the West Coast, it's so many places. I run into people and they just like pouring into me and showing me so much love, and they're like, girl, you could do this, and girl, do you know how close you are to this and that? And like, you go over the water. And I love dolphins, y'all. Dolphins are my go-to species. I don't know if you call them species, mammals, or whatever. But I love dolphins. I used to collect dolphin figurines, glass dolphin figurines. I used to go to the flea market where I grew up, and I would just buy all of these dolphin figurines, and I would have them on a shelf, and I started collecting them piece by piece. Next thing you know, I had a plate of dolphins. I had this. It went on and on and on. Next thing you know, I ended up in Florida, in Orlando, and was getting ready to move to Tampa, outside of Tampa. I met someone, and that door had opened, but I'm glad God shut the door. I got a chance to see it. I got a chance to feel it, and I could say I breathed. And in the midst of me going on my way home, I got an awesome call that said, hey, you hired. And so I knew on my way back I was supposed to come on back home, right? It wasn't for me to stay. And it's those moments that God let you know, I'm walking with you, I'm talking with you, I'm with you. Hang on in there, because I'm with you. I see your tears, and I know it's hard, but I'm with you, and I got you, and I'm holding you up, okay? Y'all be blessed. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. Thank you so much for your time again. I will be posting this. I'm going to probably post this one on tonight. I wanted this video to get to Walter, just to let him know, be encouraged. We're praying for you, your strength, and his family, and your family. You keep a smile on your face, and you keep dropping that wisdom and knowledge, because we need you. We need you in this earth. We need you to share some stuff with us. If ain't nobody never told you, you let T. Haven be the one to tell you. We need you, sir. Okay, y'all be blessed. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell on your screen on your way out, or even, whenever. Share it with your family. Share it with your loved ones that you know may be dealing with alcohol. There are 1-800 lines that you can call to help people out. You have AA Anonymous, where you can go into meetings and you can sit down and deal with whatever it is that you're running from, or you refuse to face, or you just don't want to feel it at the moment, right? I understand it. I get it all. I get it all. I understand life just like that. I promise I do. And I'll be coming on some more. Y'all be blessed. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.